Man, Nipsey Hussle, man, that's my dear brother right there. Nipsey is he's a South Central legend. He was a businessman. He was a leader, a teacher, a father, an entrepreneur. It's a real honor to be able to appear here and to show love on behalf of my friend, my brother, a great man, a great leader, a great father, a great teacher, and a great friend, Nipsey Hussle. He was a young man that just really had vision out of this world, so his legacy definitely will live on. You know, it's tragic that his death came at such an untimely, time in this world, but we understand that when God calls on you, it's his time.
Snoop Dogg just dropped the courtroom bomb.
Snoop Dogg just dropped the courtroom bomb, and what he revealed about Lauren London confirmed what the street's been whispering for years, and it really looks like he doesn't believe Lauren's story. When it comes to Nippy's death, Lauren London has already been named in this trial, and word is she might be called to testify next. So now the lies can't hide. According to reports, Snoop ain't just testifying on Diddy, he called out Lauren London. He believes she played a quiet but crucial role in the chain of events tied to Nippy's death. And now it's all coming back in this Diddy trial. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about how tight Nippy and Snoop really were. I mean, this ain't just some casual celeb friendship. Snoop straight up called Nippy the new Snoop. So if he is speaking up, he knows what went down behind the scenes. Snoop and Nippy weren't just bumping heads in the studio, they were connected on a whole other level, really, with a shared mission to lift their hood. Their people. Snoop saw himself and Nippy a younger version of himself, hungry and real. From Crenshaw, they linked up on tracks like Upside Down and Gangster's Life, spitting that West Coast fire and putting the streets on the map. Snoop even said Nippy wrote the lyrics to his track 10 Toes Down on that 2016 Kool-Aid album. That's some serious respect for his craft. And get this, Nippy turned down playing Snoop and Straight Outta Compton because he wanted to be Nippy, not a copycat, and Snoop admired that move.
To be you. This the G'est ever did. They was doing Straight Outta Compton movie, right? So Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, all of them calling me. Man, we trying to get Nip to play you in Straight Outta Compton. He ain't getting back to us. All right, let me holler at the little homie. Boom, I hit him up, Nip. Let me holler at you, pull up on me. He come over to the spot. God, they want you to play me in the Straight Outta Compton movie. I'm happy as a motherfucker to tell him. He like, no disrespect, big homie, but I can't play you in the movie because then people gonna just know me for being you. I gotta be me.
They kicked it on GGN, talking about music, community, and future plans for the youth. Everyone could feel the brotherhood between them.
I seen today.
Oh yeah, that's the unauthorized. We ain't gonna promote that one.
So where the store at right now?
No, it's on Crenshaw and Slauson. It's on the southwest corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. We got two stores. We got the clothing store and then we got a cell phone shop next door to it. But really, my brother was responsible for that. I gotta give him the credit.
Now, when Nippy Hussle got hit back in 2019, Snoop Dogg crashed. Snoop didn't just lose a fellow rapper, he lost a brother at Nippy's memorial. Snoop got up there and didn't hold back. His eulogy was raw and real.
To appear here and to show love on behalf of my friend, my brother, a great man, a great leader, a great father, a great teacher, and a great friend, Nipsey Hussle.
He talked about how Nippy wasn't just a friend, but family, someone who shared the same grind, the same dreams, and the same fight for their community.
Long story short, we ended up connecting, we ended up making music together, we ended up making a brotherhood, we ended up creating a bond, we created something that was special.
And Snoop, he stayed loyal when rumors and fake stories started flying, trying to drag Nip's name through the mud. Snoop was right there, snapping back hard. He wasn't about to let anyone disrespect his brother's legacy. On social media interviews, even in his tracks, Snoop defended Nippy. We saw it with Nippy Blue, a tribute he dropped on what would have been Nip's 35th birthday. And Snoop always felt a type of way with how Nippy was taken out and how there were more powerful people than just Big U. And that's where Lauren London comes back into this, because according to new court leaks, Snoop may have held back his real thoughts until now. Snoop believes that powerful people behind Nippy's death are still protected, and he's suggesting Lauren knew more than she let on. With Diddy's trial going down right now, Snoop Dogg's testimony might expose some serious truths about Lauren London and her alleged connection to the case. If you've been following the story, then you've probably caught wind of the rumors claiming Lauren may have been tangled up in the events leading to Nippy's death, and folks aren't buying the just a tragic hit line anymore word is this was a calculated move. See, Nippy wasn't just some rapper climbing the charts, he was leveling up fast and doing it all on his own, and that kind of power threatened some folks sitting at the top. Nippy was just 33 when he got blasted with at least 10 bullets right in front of his Marathon store on March 31st. 2019, Eric Holder got caught, sentenced to 60 years.
60 years to life in prison. This coming here on this Wednesday out of Los Angeles. Of course, this is a live look in the courtroom right now. The Superior Court judge handed down the sentence to Eric R. Holder, who was found guilty of the 2019 first-degree murder of the 33-year-old Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist outside the clothing store Hustle, founded in South Los Angeles.
But the streets have been talking. Eric was just the trigger man upon the real mastermind, someone pulling strings from the shadows, and yep, Diddy's name keeps popping up. Word is Diddy didn't roll solo. He allegedly had an inside player, someone close to Nippy feeding him info, someone nobody would suspect. And all eyes are turning toward Lauren London, his woman. Yeah, wild right, Jaguar said it bluntly. Lauren was the one who introduced Nippy to Diddy.
Hook up with the biggest rapper at the time. Everything's great. By the way, isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip to Diddy. Diddy couldn't even get to Nip, even though he had ties in L.A.
And Nippy confirmed it himself on The Breakfast Club. He said Lauren brought him to Puff.
No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff. I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship.
Now people are asking, was Lauren just a girlfriend, or was she Diddy's inside woman? A lot believe she was planted to keep Nippy on a short leash to watch his moves, maybe even to steer decisions. And now Snoop Dogg is allegedly backing up this story. Reports say Snoop believes Nippy's death wasn't some random street beef or gang thing, and Lauren knows more than she's letting on. Snoop's been loud, connecting the dots, saying Diddy and Lauren's relationship was too close for comfort. Old photos popped up showing Lauren and Diddy looking way too cozy, while Nippy standing there in the background looking like a third wheel. After Nippy died, Lauren did an interview with Angie Martinez, and that's where things got weird. She said it was Diddy who helped her through the pain, and she even quoted something Diddy told her: "Look, you showed everybody how to hold a man down and love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility now." That ain't some casual comforting line. That's a bond with layers, a connection with strings attached. Lauren said Diddy called her boo, a nickname only Nippy ever used. That raised mad eyebrows. I mean, why would Diddy use a name so personal between her and Nip? Also, Lauren said she went to a death seminar, a whole grief seminar, before Nippy even died. What are the chances who goes to a death seminar before losing their man, unless they kind of knew something was coming, like she had to prep herself to play innocent after the fact, which is kind of weird, cause isn't this something Diddy did too? That man bought an entire gold casket 1 month before Kim Porter died. Coincidence?
Seminar about death.
Okay, you have to tell me. Well, you're
Oh
just
my
telling
God.
me this now.
I know, yeah.
Please share. Why?
I have a friend.
Why were you there? And what did you learn?
I learned that no one really dies, and that, it's just an experience in the physical form, and we're attached to our personalities, but that we're just souls, and that we continue and continue and continue. And if you have a spiritual relationship with someone on earth, you will have one with them when you leave earth. So I did this 2-day seminar on death. So
And this was how long ago?
I had to be 25.
What sent you there? Do you find that weird though?
I'm weird.
No, it's not weird that you would go. It's almost like you were preparing yourself for what you would have to
Well,
deal
I told
with.
you I didn't have such a connection to earth at a young age.
I know, but you don't find that as you were preparing yourself for what you were going to have to deal with.
Well, that we're all going to have to.
Word is Nippy didn't have those industry hooks. He was a lone wolf. Lauren, on the other hand, had deep ties, the access. And once she brought Nippy into Diddy's world, Puff got deep in Nip's career. Diddy even helped with Victory Lap, Nippy's biggest album.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like Nip came to me and said, I want you to mentor me. I want to get into real estate. I want you to teach me all your, your business secrets. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whenever you got questions, pull up. And then on his last album, people do not know this. Somebody tried to jerk me, but I fixed it. I actually am one of the executive producers of Nipsey Hussle's last album.
Victory Lap.
Yeah, Victory Lap. So a lot of people don't know this. We got them to change it in Wikipedia. Somebody over at the label tried to leave my name out, but he came to me and said, I want you to be a part of helping me finish up this album. And so I was a part of not just the records I was on with him on his last album, he was like, yo, I'm a big fan of like life after death.
According to Gene, that was Nippy's biggest mistake, because once Diddy got involved, he got his hooks in deep, and allegedly that's when he could start planning Nippy's fall now, with Snoop allegedly testifying. Folks are listening because Snoop knew Nip well, and in the middle of Diddy's trial, word is that courtroom insiders leaked that Diddy's legal team introduced new evidence involving Lauren London, yet tapes allegedly connecting her with Diddy. Rumors have been flying about wild tapes showing big-name celebrities caught up in Diddy's dark world parties, freak-offs, illegal deal stuff that would drop jaws.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
A lot of those celebrities don't deny going to Diddy's parties, but they are quick to say they left before things got shady. But why do they keep showing up year after year if it's that bad now? With tapes allegedly tying Lauren to Diddy's inner circle, folks wonder, was she really loyal to Nippy, or was she playing both sides? And why is Diddy's team pushing the story? Now could it be that Diddy's trying to drag Lauren down with him as his empire crumbles?
How would you describe Cassie's demeanor when she took the stand today?
When she walked in there, Rachel, she had on a brown dress, form-fitting, visibly pregnant, head held high, and did not make any eye contact with the defendant, with Sean Combs.
She also was testifying that, these physical threats, one thing that stood out to me that she said was, if she made the wrong face, the next thing I knew I was getting hit in the face. And she said he controlled almost every aspect of her life. He gave her essentially busy work, a to-do list, so he would know what she was doing at all times. If he couldn't reach her, he was incessantly texting her until someone went and checked to see where she was. She also said that he controlled her appearance. Sometimes he didn't like her hair, he wanted her to dress sometimes a tomboy. He wanted her nails to be white, she testified, especially during the freak-offs. And one thing that she said she was concerned about was blackmail, because a lot of these freak-offs were reported, and the big concern was...
One online user wrote, "If London betrayed Nippy Hussle and the way he cared about her, and I hope she go to prison too." Another wrote, "Nip didn't need Puff, Nip was doing it all by himself, he's from the hood, he had zero help from anybody, he was doing just fine until Diddy got involved, Nip wasn't about Hollywood, stayed away from all that." While this other user wrote, "I've been screaming from the beginning, she's guilty, there was no emotion when he died. This whole thing ain't just a trial anymore, it's a messy game of power, loyalty, and betrayal." And with Snoop allegedly spilling details, no one else would dare. This saga's far from over now. The question is, did Lauren know more than she let on? And why's she been quiet while all this went down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you thought this was wild, click the next video to dive even deeper into all the drama behind your favorite stars.